YouTube? Bro Talk 1000, and I'm back at y'all with another video, man. Alright, man, let me just jump straight into it, man. Alright. I'm a boxing fan, man, you know. I've been watching boxing for years. I've been following boxing for a long time. And since YouTube came out, man, I've been following certain YouTubers for boxing news and just boxing analysis, man. I like to get everybody's, different perspectives on the current state of boxing and what's going on in the sport of boxing, right? But with that being said, man, like, there's always going to be bias, bro. There's always going to be unbalanced opinion. There's always going to be like division between, there's always going to be drama. There's always going to be who likes this fighter and this fighter, drama. So I'm with it. I understand, man. I get it. And it's part of the fun of YouTube. There's been YouTubers that I've been following for years, man. And only because they've been fair, unbiased. You didn't get the drama. Everything was just, but at one point or another, this is YouTube. YouTube is a business. So what these channels are doing is following the wave. You know what I'm saying? Drama brings the business. Drama brings the views. You know what I'm saying? The unbiasedness. Like, you might, like, basically, let's take the let's take the Pacquiao Mayweather saga, right? You had to basically pick one or the other. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't like both. People were blocking you for commenting. If you had an opinion, if you thought Pacquiao was better, certain channels will block you. You thought Mayweather was better, certain channels will block you. You could not have basically a fair, biased opinion. You had Pat Tards and you had, what was those, Flomos. You know what I'm saying? You remember that era? That shit was ridiculous. And it's becoming the same thing right now with, AJ and Wilder, Spence and Crawford. You know what I'm saying? It's becoming the same type of fucking girly ass drama in the comment section as it was back then. But like I said, I understand YouTube is a business and you're gonna cater to your fan base. If you put AJ comment, if you're an AJ fanboy channel and that you realize that catering to that is going to get you your clicks, then that's what you're going to keep doing. You have to double down on it. Now you can't back off. You can't have a difference in opinion because you're going to start getting them thumbs down. You're going to, you know what I'm saying? The people who follow you, who's loyal to your bag, is going to start to dissipate. You know what I mean? So you have to double down on the bullshit, on the nonsense, whether you believe it or freaking not. You have to do it because that's what your demographics once. So I say all of that to say this. I don't care what y'all talking about on YouTube, on this channel. You want some real, unbiased, impartial boxing news? Come right here to this channel, man. Bro Talk 1000, man. And come get your unbiased analysis. I mean, of course, everybody's going to be a little biased. You know what I'm saying? If you like somebody, you're going to be a little biased. But even if I have a favorite fighter, if I think that this dude is ducking somebody, or I think that this dude can't, this other dude can beat this dude for whatever reason, nobody's paying me to say anything different. Nobody's paying me to say anything different, bro. So you come to Bro Talk 1000 right here and get your unbiased, real, true to heart boxing news. Now, with all of that out the way, with all of that being said, man, let's jump into it. All right. Terence Crawford has been calling out Errol Spence Jr., all right? He's been calling out Errol Spence on Twitter, on Instagram, on social media, basically. He's been calling out Errol Spence Jr. He wants that smoke. Now, here's a couple of problems that I have with that. You know what I mean? I don't care about that whole other side of the street shit that they're talking about because, yes, I do agree that is bullshit. It don't matter what freaking promotional outfit or company you work for, you can still make these fights happen. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. So that whole narrative is bullshit. If these fighters want to fight each other, then they can and they will make the fights happen. So here's what happened recently. Recently, uh, Errol Spence was just in a tragic car accident, as we all know. Then Terrence Crawford comes along. Well, no, let's scratch that. Scratch that. Scratch the car accident for right now. Terrence Crawford has been calling him out, saying he wants to Spence smoke. Errol Spence already had been said a long time ago that he wants to clean out his division first. Errol Spence been at 147. Terrence Crawford is just now getting to 147. Do y'all remember Errol Spence been trying to fight Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, and Danny Garcia for these belts? He's been trying to clean up the division and Kell Brook to get all of these belts since he got to the division. All right. So these guys are still champions in the division. Yeah, Crawford has a belt, and he'll get to that later. But he said he wants to clean up his division and worry about Crawford later. He said that. He said that. So he has a set path already. After the fight, Danny Garcia, after Errol Spence fought Sean Porter, beat Sean Porter, right? Close fight. Warrants a rematch. Most people would agree. You know what I'm saying? So you got that element. Danny Garcia, he promised Danny Garcia a fight, right? You got that element. And on top of that, he just been in a freaking car accident, bro. So he's going to need time. I don't recommend. I don't know what Errol Spence is feeling. I don't know how he feels, what he feels he can do. I don't know. I don't know how he is mentally or physically after that car accident. If he needs a touch-up, a couple of touch-ups. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But now all of a sudden, conveniently, now after he been in this horrible car accident, now Terrence Crawford is calling him out on Twitter, saying shit like, "Oh, you know," but they do have a mutual respect for each other. All right, let's get that straight first of all. Terrence Crawford understands, like, dude was just almost lost his life. So Crawford called him. He literally called him. He was like on Twitter. He said, "I'm gonna call your phone right now." The next tweet was, yeah, Spencer's a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, the fight is gonna happen. So they had a conversation. They want the fight to happen. The fight is gonna happen eventually, bro. Everybody just need to calm down, man. But I understand that selling one side, selling 1 point, selling PBC, selling DAZN, selling Top Rank, whatever, Matchroom, no. I understand that those are selling points for you guys in your videos to get clicks, bro. I understand that, man, but bro, just relax. Let shit take its course, bro. Let the man heal up. He might not even need no tune-up. He might go straight for Danny Garcia head. That's gonna be a big fight. He might go straight for a Sean Porter rematch. That's a big fight. Errol Spence got options, bro. And he has more options because he's on PBC. It is what it is. More easier options to make these fights happen. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that making the Terrence Crawford fight is impossible or that it shouldn't happen, but should it happen next, like right now? I don't think so. That's all I'm trying to say, man. That's all I'm saying is I don't think it should happen right now. Errol Spence said he got a lot on his plate, bro. He got a lot on his plate. He got a lot of fighting to do at 147 against these PBC fighters. And he might still have some healing to do. You see, he was talking like, you know what I mean? When they did that interview during the Jermell Charlo and Harrison fight, his mouth didn't look like it was like all hell. He was still like, you know, he had some type of dental work. He might still have like a fractured jaw. He might still need to heal up, man. So don't rush the dude, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Terrence Crawford is right for like calling him out so aggressively on Twitter, like and Spence said, a tweet I agree with. Fights are not made on freaking Twitter, bro. You know what I'm saying? These are the facts. But I do also understand that Errol Spence could, you know, talk some shit back. But yeah, I'm gonna, you know, whatever, you know, I'm gonna beat your ass, or whatever, wait your turn, something like that. Just let people know that you're interested in the fight. Don't just straight freaking ignore it and act like he not talking to you. Don't do that. But Errol Spence has not been doing that, bro. So everybody calm down. They talk to each other. They're good. The fight is gonna happen. It's a mega fight. Duh, dummies. They're not gonna let that fight pass up and not freaking miss out on millions of dollars, bro. That fight is eventually gonna happen. But right now, Errol Spence need to heal. Errol Spence might have to freaking fight a rematch with Sean Porter. Errol Spence might have to fight Danny Garcia. Once he clean up that division, you know what I'm saying, and beat everybody he need to beat up, because we don't know what's going on with Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But there's options over there. So everybody hold your horses. Everybody just wait up. You know what I'm saying? And when it's time, what's supposed to happen will happen, man. All right. So anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Like I said, man, come here to this channel, man. Bro Talk 1000, man, for your authentic boxing analysis and boxing news, bro. We keep it 100 over here, man. We keep it 100. Bro Talk 1000, and I'm out here. Peace.